Welcome to Fort Scott, Kansas, a community with a rich and important history, a history that helped shape the United States 175 years ago.
It was a time when this was the American frontier. Everything west of this was wilderness. We were still a young country.
The fort, when it was built, wasn't built to help wage a war. Instead, it served a very different purpose.
The fort was established to help protect those Indians and to protect the settlers that lived over in the United States, which at that time, the western edge was Missouri.
And those settlers weren't looking for a fight. They were looking for the promise of hope.
You can make a life for yourself. You could make a new life for yourself. You could reinvent yourself by moving past your boundaries into the frontier area. You might be someone who was making $1 a day and never aspired to have your own home or your farm, but now territory has opened up and you have a new lease on life.
The fort was abandoned in 1853 as the country pushed westward, but these fields didn't stay quiet for long.
Fire!
Slavery became a heated issue as the area began sharp divides between pro-slavery and anti-slavery counties.
It kind of created a tension in the area, and Fort Scott was sort of the focus of some of those events that occurred, or violence and disputes that occurred during that time.
Fire!
Now, the fort serves as an important reminder as to where we came from.
Within 20 feet, you can go through 20 years of American military history, 20 years of frontier military history, and it's right there within just a few steps.
The sign says it best, historic Fort Scott. And Good Old Days is a celebration of that history, but there's more history behind the fort than meets the eye.
To come out and really see where history happened, to look at the setting, to talk to people that know about the history that can help bring it more to life and to connect you to that experience.
In the end, it's all a blast from the past.
Oh, I think we always look back at the good old days as the period that preceded us. I think if we could talk to those people face to face, they would look at the good old days as being 50 years before their time.
Speaking of time, it's time to go. In Fort Scott, Chris Warner, KOAM News.